Hello, my name is Collection Connoisseur. I collect digital thingamabobs and video games, and today I'm playing Slay the Spire. The challenge run for today on Slay the Spire is what I call Card Skipper. We have to skip all card rewards that we receive from battles. Now, I have run this particular challenge a couple times before, so today is going to be beating my personal bests. Now, the personal bests that I have with the Silent and the Watcher are both at Ascension 0, so those should be easy to beat, hopefully. We can win. For the Defect and the Ironclad, I tried this on Ascension 4 and 5 previously, so that's where I believe we're going to go with the Silent and the Watcher. So, let's start. Starting with the Silent. And I said 4 or 5. Let's do Ascension 5, which... yeah, let's do Ascension 5 with the Silent. Going up 5 Ascensions is a pretty big jump in personal best. Now then, for the Niao bonus, it would be really nice to get some new cards in the deck. Probably that's going to be the third option here, transform 2 cards. That's a good way to both get rid of cards that we have already that we would like to get rid of, and getting new cards in the deck, because we have very few options to put new cards in. This is a way. I really do think I'm going to do that. Losing 7 max health is not great, obviously, but let's do it. So, for the Silent, I like to lose both a strike and a defend usually when I do this, and I think I will continue that. We got a Slice and an Expertise. Definitely better, but doesn't lead me towards anything yet. Let's go. Now, fighting an elite is possible, but it would be good to fight an elite after going to a fire, probably. I do want to fight elites. Elites give us relics. When you can't get cards, getting relics is good. The other thing that I really want is merchants, though, because merchants are a way for us to get cards outside of getting cards from battles, which we cannot do. So, I have essentially 2 options here. One option is to go toward this shop or this fire and go through all the events. Events are pretty good in this one because since you can't get card rewards from battles, normal battles don't do much for you. So going to a fire is a pretty good thing, or going to lots of events and fires is pretty good. I think I'm going to go that route. So that will be going through this elite and that fire and all 3 of these events. Let's go. Slice is good to see at the start. Do I believe I can beat this one without taking damage? Not completely sure. We might be able to. Let's try. Slice. So I can't strike, and win. I could play Expertise to try to get 2 defends. I think I'm going to do that. There's 2 defends. And then, unfortunately, it doesn't look like we can win next turn. So I might be taking a little bit of damage this first time, but the neutralize helps. In fact, we took no damage. Great. So we got some gold, we got a colorless potion, and we just skipped those cards. Who wants those cards? I don't want those cards. Oh, we got a merchant already. Well, a very early merchant isn't that great because we don't have enough gold to buy much. But this is one of the few ways in this challenge to get new cards, so merchants are very helpful. Which card would I like? I could actually get 2 cards. I could get Quick Slash and Noxious Fumes. Those do both improve the deck. I mean, I could get Quick Slash and any one of these other cards. I do want Noxious Fumes. Is it better to go Poison Stab than Noxious Fumes? Probably not. I think Noxious Fumes is a good all-around card. The thing is, Quick Slash is not amazing unless we can get 0 cost cards in our deck, because dealing 8 damage and drawing 1 card is only okay, really. So I'm not sure what to do here. I think I will buy Noxious Fumes. I value Noxious Fumes over Poison Stab. So let's get Noxious Fumes. And then the question is Quick Slash or not. I think I am going to get the Quick Slash because that makes me better at Act 1 elites, and I would like to be better at Act 1 elites. So let's do that. Obtain the Golden Idol. Do I want the Golden Idol? Of course I want the Golden Idol. If I were to take the Golden Idol, I do have to get a downside, which is not great. So what downside would we like with the Golden Idol? I think I will take the Golden Idol. I think I'm going to take the damage. 15 damage. Don't want to lose any more max HP. Well, we can get even more gold for 11 damage. I think I will do that too. So we're getting gold, and we're losing health. Quick Slash plus Slice takes care of the little one. This is not really a battle for Noxious Fumes. No problems here. Block everything, attack, and I think we come out of this battle without taking any damage. Yeah, no problem. Great. We get a Cunning Potion, that's pretty nice. Good way to deal with early elites. And then I can't take these cards. What am I doing looking at them? Skip the cards. So I would like to smith. Let's smith. I would like to smith Noxious Fumes, honestly. That may not be the best immediate thing, but I think it's a good long-term option. So let's smith Noxious Fumes anyway. A good long-term option. Ho-ho, we get Ninja Scroll. Alright, I'll take a Ninja Scroll. Get 3 shivs at the start of each combat. And then I still want to go into this elite battle. Yes, I still do. So let's go into it. So this is a good one for us to lay down our Noxious Fumes on. However, we do have a lot of damage in our first hand, and it might be valuable just to play all that. I think it is. I think I'm just going to play all the damage. So let's do that. It does wake the Lagavulin up before I get to play my Noxious Fumes. Do we play Expertise? That's another question. If I play Expertise and I get Quick Slash or Noxious Fumes, it would be pretty good. If I play Expertise and I got Survivor, it would be not great. Let's try it. Well, it's kind of a middling road, honestly. So I want to play Noxious Fumes here. Unfortunately, we did not get 2 defense cards. Let's play the one that we have. Let's play Quick Slash first, I guess. So we're taking 12 damage here. That's not terrible. We might not take any more damage. Alright, slice, strike, strike, and strike does a fair amount. And then the question is, how well can we do at the second part of this, avoiding damage? Because our poison is going to start doing a lot. But do we avoid this damage, for example? Not well. If we played the defend, we could play expertise to look for more. More defense. Ooh, got a neutralize and a survivor. Great. So that defended as much as I could possibly hope for. Over the course of this battle, I think we got 16 damage total. Pretty good elite fight, honestly. We get Akabeko. The first attack each combat deals 8 additional damage. Not terribly helpful with anything that we have, but it's good to have. And of course we skip those cards. They've got claw marks all over them. Maw Bank. Do we take Maw Bank? I mean, it's fine. There's not a shop coming up right now. And I don't know how much I care to go into Act 4. So let's take the Maw Bank while it's offered to us. Gives us gold until we spend it in a shop. A note for ourselves. We could receive a strike and store a card. I think the answer will be no. Which means we will always ignore this, probably. That's okay. Now, I do want to go to one of those other elites. The real question is, do we rest at this fire? I have a couple of potions, so resting at this fire might not be necessary, but it might be helpful. It might be prudent. Let's rest at the fire. Now, the first attack does extra damage, which means that the first attack could take one of these out. Like a quick slash right here just takes that one out immediately. And then we definitely have enough damage in our hand to win. Skip those cards. What have we added so far? Right. Those 4. Still don't know what kind of deck we're making. We do end up with Gremlin Knob as one of our elites. I wonder how bad the Gremlin Knob is. I might play this Cunning Potion to deal extra damage right here, but I haven't decided whether I will or not. The Noxious Fumes is a little bit too slow. Definitely play the Quick Slash. Definitely playing a Strike, and then the question is Noxious Fumes or Strike. Noxious Fumes would deal 3 damage next turn and then 5 damage the turn after that, which is really slow. That's one of the reasons why you don't play Noxious Fumes in the fast battles. I think I will take the Cunning Potion here. And then I think we will win before Noxious Fumes would be better than Strike. Now then, Neutralize is helpful. The Strike, of course, is helpful. We have a Strike in our draw pile, which means, should we play Survive or Defend? Yes, we should, even though it angers the beast. And we got 2 strikes, so we win. Great. We've got Bronze Scales. I like that. I like that with the Silent. And a Poison Potion. Skip those cards. The Looter. Don't really like the Looter, but we should have no problem defeating the Looter. So I guess I shouldn't worry about it. It's only a problem if he actually gets away with our money or deals us damage, which both seem like not very likely things to happen. I think I will not play this expertise because it looks like if I don't play it, we have a good chance of winning next turn. And we win this turn. Great. And we skip those cards. Now, what do we smith here? So we could smith expertise. Expertise being smithed is not terrible. Probably I want to smith the survivor. Let's smith survivor. Because getting more block is kind of good, and the survivor is good with expertise. Also, the survivor is decent with bronze scales. Basically, block is good when you have bronze scales or when you have poison. It's better than it normally is. And Hexaghost. So Hexaghost, we unfortunately did not draw our poison the first turn. Do I feel like we need to play this poison potion for Hexaghost? Probably not because of the thorns. Thorns is very good against Hexaghost. So here's all the damage. With all of that damage, I'm definitely playing Survivor. And then what's in our draw pile? Strike and Noxious Fumes. If I played Expertise, we would play Noxious Fumes. If I play Quick Slash and I draw Noxious Fumes, we would play Noxious Fumes. That's kind of unfortunate because I want to defend more and play Noxious Fumes next turn. But I also want to deal the 8 damage this turn. I guess let's... Let's just defend and not play Quick Slash. So now we play Noxious Fumes. This is the turn for it. And Expertise is good so we can find a block card. There's one. And then at this point we should just win this battle. We have to do damage quickly enough, but I'm hoping that that's not a problem. If it is a problem, then we pull out the colorless potion. Don't think it's going to be a problem. What do we have in our draw pile? A strike. Kind of want to play Expertise right now so that we don't shuffle any of these cards into our draw pile. I think I will. It doesn't draw as much this turn, but it does prevent a whole bunch of strikes and defends from being in the draw pile. We would rather have these cards in our draw pile. Do I play the strike? Of course we play the strike. Deal the damage. So we're not winning this as fast as I would like. We're about to get burn pluses. Let's see how bad the hit is next turn. So we can survive this with Survivor, as it were, and a defend. If we survive that, I think we're fine. But burn pluses are real bad. So I think we play Quick Slash, Defend, Defend. Let's put the defends in our deck before we play Quick Slash. And then all we have to do is not die from burn pluses this turn. Alright, so the burn pluses do too much damage for one defend, so we have to play this colorless potion. Alright, let's play Purity to exhaust the burn pluses. Oh, that's funny. The burn pluses would have killed me had it not been for that colorless potion. Alright. That one actually came pretty close to death. We got a fruit juice, excellent. Gain 5 max HP. And we can't take those card rewards, unfortunate. I saw something I liked in there. Oh great, the Busted Crown is the perfect boss relic for this challenge. So we could take Sacred Bark, which doubles the effectiveness of potions. That is pretty good. We could take Empty Cage, which removes 2 cards. I like that too. But we can take Busted Crown. Future card rewards have 2 less cards to choose from, which is normally really bad. But when you don't look at card rewards at all anyway, who cares, right? And the extra energy every turn is wonderful. This is exactly the boss relic we like to see for this particular challenge. And we proceed to Act 2. I really would like to go to that shop. An early shop in Act 2 seems very nice for us. If we feel good about our deck, we could go to the left here and fight a ridiculous amount of elites. But I guess we get to choose whether we do that or not. There's a forked path right here. So let's choose when we get there whether we feel our deck is good enough for that. So, like usual, when I have Akabeko, I try to look for something that deals damage multiple times, and we just don't have that in our deck. So, it's no point, I should just play the Shiv. In this particular one, Noxious Fumes is perfectly fine. I'm going to play the Survivor. Noxious Fumes. Let's play a Defend to see if we can get out of this battle with no damage at all. I think it's possible. We definitely want that expertise. Let's play it. We drew a bunch of zero cost. Now we are hexed. So if we play a non-attack card, we get a Dazed in our draw pile. I guess we play Survivor, which puts a Dazed in, but then we can play Quick Slash, Strike, Strike. I was kind of hoping to draw the Dazed this turn, but I guess we'll draw it next turn. And we win. And skip those cards. Can't take any cards. The Shelled Parasite. What do we do against the Shelled Parasite? So unfortunately, our first attack cannot break the armor, so we can't go through the plated armor. We can only just hit the armor for exact amounts. So I guess it doesn't matter what we play first. Neutralize that attack. The Shivs really help here because they reduce the plated armor by a lot. And then Survivor is enough block. Do I want to play Expertise? I kind of do because I want to draw all of the cards that we just played again. Those are pretty decent cards from our deck. So let's play this Expertise, and when do we play it? I guess we'll play the Noxious Fumes and then the Expertise in hopes to get Quick Slash, which we did. Now then, Quick Slash, see if we can draw Defends. We do. I think I just want to defend all the way here. So defend all the way, deal damage with the Thorns and the Noxious Fumes. Now then, on this turn, let's play our zero cost Slice. I want to play Neutralize, but I probably want to play Strike first. And then let's play Expertise, see what we draw. We drew another Neutralize, a Slice, Survivor blocks for everything. And then we can quick slash. Great. We are taking down the shelled parasite very easily. Take that money. Don't take those cards. Alright. Ho-ho, we got a singing bowl. This is perfect. This is also an amazing relic for this particular challenge. Instead of taking cards, we can skip them to get max HP. Since we have to skip the cards anyway, we can always get max HP from fights. So the singing bowl helps all the time. Wonderful. So we've gotten 2 very good relics for this particular challenge. Relics that are better than they normally are because of the challenge that we're doing. That's a great sign. Now, unfortunately, the Maw Bank is going to stop here because we're going to spend our money. But let's spend our money. And thinking of spending money, we could get the Prismatic Shard, which is really silly because if we took it, it would do nothing. Because we would never take the cards. But it's there. I think the Juzu bracelet is abnormally good for this particular challenge because you don't want normal enemies, because you don't get cards from them. Acrobatics is quite good here. I think I like acrobatics. Let's see. And fortunately, it looks like my connection isn't as good as it normally is to YouTube, so it might be coming in a little bit blurry on YouTube. Sorry about that. Not sure why that is. Anyway, I think we are going to take acrobatics. I think we're going to take the Juzu bracelet. And then, do we take well-laid plans? It's good. It's a very strong card normally. Not particularly strong in the deck that we have. Not particularly. So maybe we don't take it just because the deck that we have so far doesn't work with it, and we don't really get a lot of chances to change our deck. The outmaneuver is not amazing. The dagger throw is better than what we currently have. Basically, I don't like these options that much. I need something that is more than just deal damage or block. And acrobatics is that, expertise is that, but dagger throw is not much more than that. We don't have any synergy with discarding, and we're not likely to get it now. Well-laid plans is that, but it's not much of that. So I think I'm going to save my money. We're going to remove a card. What do we remove, though? Do we remove a strike or a defend? I definitely want to remove one of those two. Maybe it's a strike? Yeah, sure, strike. And then now that we've removed the strike, I feel better about taking dagger throw. I guess I will. And then we didn't take the ink bottle. The ink bottle is really good too, but we didn't take it. Let's move on. We saved our money, so a future shop is okay. The snake plant. This is a really good battle to give us a rule of thumb as to whether our deck is doing really well or not. Because if we're doing really well, we can go after elites. If we're not, then we don't. And this battle is a good one to figure that out. So let's play a quick slash. So the shivs are nice for breaking the block. What do we want to do next? We could do acrobatics. We played acrobatics right now. Could we draw all the cards? The answer is yes, just barely. I would like to get the neutralize, slice, or dagger throw. Let's do it. Hey, we got the dagger throw and the slice. Now, what do we play? I think we play dagger throw. I think we play noxious fumes. And then I think we play our 0-cost attacks, which are not as great because of the malleable on the snake plant. So acrobatics. Definitely playing acrobatics here. Ooh, not a great hand. Yeah, the snake plant is proving that our deck has some problems. I do want to defend, but playing 3 defends only saves us 9 health. Still, probably a good idea. So we took 15 damage that turn. 15 damage from the snake plant. Okay, well, fine, that's how it is. Play the neutralize to mostly take out the block, and then let's play expertise. Alright, we got another dagger throw, that's good right now. The strike takes out the block, and then we can hit with the neutralize. Can we win this turn is the question. We can. So we win this turn. Alright, that wasn't amazing. Oh right, we get to gain 2 max health. Great. That wasn't amazing, but I still feel like I want to go the elite path. I don't think I'm going to go burning elite. I think we'll skip past the burning elite, but let's go to the first elite. The Book of Stabbing. Not great for us, although the bronze scales really helps with Book of Stabbing. So, what do? We neutralize, definitely. Start with neutralize. We're definitely going to play Survivor, but no reason not to play all the attacks first. This is a good one to play something here. Do I want to play Dexterity Potion or Poison Potion in this fight? Probably the Dexterity Potion. Let's play the Dexterity Potion. And then what? Let's play Dagger Throw next. No. Let's play Quick Slash next. And then Survivor, Defend, and Dagger Throw probably is the rest of this turn. Let's see what the Dagger Throw draws. Alright. Looks like it's Survivor, Defend. We do want to play the Noxious Fumes. We do want to play Acrobatics, but we want to play this Defend as well. Let's play the Defend and then the Acrobatics. Great. Slice, of course. So the Survivor and the Defend are enough to block. Let's play Quick Slash. Let's play Dagger Throw. Oh, we got a Neutralize. So the Neutralize would change this to a 5x3. We would still not want to play Expertise after that, I don't think. Because we just have a Defend in the pile. So let's discard the Expertise, play the Defend, Neutralize, and Survivor, and just not take any damage this turn. Okay, we're doing pretty well at not taking much damage in this fight. Oh, especially if we continue to draw Neutralize at the right time. But this battle gets really scary really soon at this point. We have our Survivor in there. Let's get our Survivor. So Survivor and Defend is quite good. If we play the Expertise, we might draw Neutralize as well. So let's play the Defend, and then let's play Expertise, see if we can get any zero-cost attacks. We did not. Unfortunate. So we took 8 damage here. And hopefully that's the rest of the damage. It looks like it is. So I think we took... That was all the damage we took this fight. Great. That was a great Book of Stabbing fight. Great Book of Stabbing fight. I said pipe because of Peace Pipe. So Peace Pipe is here. Flex Potion. We skip these and get some max health. And then we continue. I feel pretty good. We probably will go to that Burning Elite. I do like token cards, but maybe we would rather upgrade a card. Like upgrading Acrobatics could be really good. Let's upgrade Acrobatics. So Smith, Acrobatics. One more drawn card is pretty nice. So the Burning Elite is a Gremlin Leader with 6 Metallicize. That's dangerous. Can we defeat these two this first turn? This is also a really good turn for the Flex Potion, so why not use the Flex Potion? Let's use the Flex Potion right now. Now, the Flex Potion means that one of these shivs exactly takes out the Fat Gremlin. We'll do that. And then we can Quick Slash and Slice to defeat that one. Great. Now it is just the Gremlin Leader. I think I would like to play the Acrobatics here. Alright, Acrobatics drew Dagger Throw. And a Neutralize. Great. Good first turn. It was an excellent first turn, actually. I don't like that you ended up doing the attack this turn, though. The attack is bad for us. How good is Poison Fumes versus Quick Slash? I guess Quick Slash doesn't do much unless we happen to draw Neutralize, Survivor, or Acrobatics, or maybe even Expertise. Okay, you know, let's play the Quick Slash. We didn't draw any of those, of course. So we're going to block as much as we can. We're taking 15 damage here. It hurts. Now then, let's play Neutralize first. We could play Acrobatics, or we could play Dagger Throw. If I play those in a different order, what does it change? I want to play the... I don't think it matters. We'll play it in this order. Acrobatics. We can discard... I mean, honestly, Expertise, because it doesn't do much in this hand. Actually, maybe we discard Defend, because the Expertise does something. Gets rid of those defends and strikes from our next draw. Noxious Fumes, I do want to play. I do want to defeat this aggressive enemy right here. Let's play Dagger Throw. Maybe we should start with Quick Slash. Quick Slash draws a card. Dagger Throw gives me an option. We can discard the Defend. Strike. Let's play Noxious Fumes and Neutralize you. Okay. Luckily, we did not get attacked this turn. Not getting attacked this turn was very nice for us. Let's take you out, I guess. that's enough to take you out. Let's play an expertise next. And then deal some damage to our boss. Great, we did not get attacked again. So the dagger throw takes this one out. Let's do that. And then get rid of the strike. Should we go directly after the boss, or should we take out this gremlin wizard? I don't know the answer to that. I think perhaps we should take out the boss. We should go right after the boss. Let's do that. I believe we might have the deck to defeat this boss very soon. Quick slash or dagger throw? Quick dagger throw does more damage. And we get to play slice. So, can we defeat the boss this turn is the question. Because the boss is dealing us a bunch of damage. A bunch of damage. We can reduce that damage with a neutralize. We can reduce it further with survivor. None of these help us much right now. Maybe we should have played poison potion much earlier in the fight. So let's strike, strike, and I think we might die. Do we die? Let's see here. Defend survivor gives us 16 and 16. If we play the fruit juice, we just barely die, don't we? You've got 7. Ho-ho, we die at the same time. We kill the gremlin leader and die. So we should have played our poison potion in this fight. Or not gone to the burning elite. That was the other option. Alright, so that did not go so well for the silent. Ascension 5, floor 25. I think we could do better. I think we could easily do better than that. But let's move on to the Watcher next. So same rules, but we're playing with the Watcher this time. We just played on Ascension 5. Let's continue on Ascension 5. We could upgrade a card. Upgrading a card for the Watcher is pretty nice. Obtaining 100 gold is nice because gold is kind of how we get cards in this run. We really don't want to curse. Losing the Stardic Relic and obtaining a random boss relic is pretty decent too. Of all of the challenges that I run, very few of them actually allow me to choose this last option because there's some boss relic that would invalidate the challenge. But this challenge allows me to do so. So I'm going to take that option. We got a tiny house. All right. Now, I recall the last time that I ran this challenge, I got a tiny house, and I had to think about whether that fits within the rules. And it says skip card rewards from battles, which means we can take this card reward. And what do we take? I kind of like both follow-up and flying sleeves. Let's start with follow-up. And we do get an early shop. There are a couple of options for early shops. We could go to this one, so we'll have a little bit more money before we get there. I like that. If we went that way, would we like the rest of the act? Yeah, I do. Lots of fires, 1 elite. Let's go this way. If we went the other way, it's fine. We would have the option to go to a second shop. Let's go the right path. Vigilance was the card that got upgraded by Tiny House. I didn't notice that before. Okay, can we win this turn? That's the question. That's a very normal question to ask with the Watcher. Can I win this turn? We can play actually all of these attacks. So that would be 9 damage. Yes, we can easily win this turn. Alright. Win this turn. And skip those card rewards. We should be able to get out of this one without taking damage, I think. So let's try to not take damage. Well, so much for that idea. We are taking damage this turn regardless. And then this is another one where we can easily win. Skip those cards. Not the best starting hand. We could play Eruption. If we played Eruption, we would not be able to kill any of them. Alright. Let's play Defend and strike both then. Taking 9 damage against these two. It's kind of annoying. And we even have to go another round because we were weakened. Can't take those card rewards, just skip them. The 2 Fungi Beast. Kind of a difficult battle this early, but maybe we win by just playing Eruption immediately. If we play Eruption, the strikes do 12 damage, so we could Eruption and strike. That would deal 21 damage, which is a somewhat unfortunate number. But I think it's still the right play. Because no matter what, we should either get Vigilance next turn, or 2 strikes and a follow-up. So we either win next turn, or we get out of Wrath next turn. And it looks like we win. Colorless Potion, excellent. So, here's our chance to get cards in the shop. I do really like Wallop to deal damage and gain block. That's a nice one, it's also on sale. The other cards that I see here are only okay. I mean, Rushdown is a really nice Watcher card. And Master of Strategy is a good card everywhere. Do we play those? Well, I think we're taking Wallop. Can no longer afford Master of Strategy. So do we take Rushdown? I want to. It's just that, what are the chances that we're going to get cards that make Rushdown better? Relatively low, but not 0. And if we're going to make a good Watcher deck, I guess that's how we're going to do it. I still want to remove a card. Removing a Defend is usually what I like to do in a Watcher deck. Let's remove 1 Defend. The problem with removing a Defend is we don't get to easily replace it with cards that gain block, because we can't take card rewards. So we can start out with Rushdown, and then no reason to wake up the Lagavulin this turn. Great, we can enter Calm, and then wake up the Lagavulin next turn. And we could even do Eruption and go back into Vigilance. So I do want to use Blessing of the Forge in this battle. This is the excellent turn to use it. So Eruption, and then we can play an upgraded strike, and either a strike or a vigilance. Very likely we want to do vigilance. We can play Wallop, or we could play Vigilance. If we play Wallop, we can play Follow Up and Defend. If we play Vigilance, we could play a Defend. I think I want to do some more damage, so we're going to do Wallop instead of Vigilance, and then the Follow Up and Defend. So here's where we could play Eruption, take a ton of damage, but possibly also win. So Strike is going to do 18 damage. Another 18 damage, that's 36. 36 damage plus this 12 is 48. All we would have to do is draw one other attack card when we draw from the stance. The chances of that are not terrible, but also not amazing. I still think that's the right play. Eruption. We did draw another attack card, so we did win. But you saw what we had that we knew that we had, brought it down to 1 health with us taking 40 damage. Alright, White Beast Statue. Potions appear in all combat rewards. That's very nice. Powerful early relic. Let's smith our Eruption. Smithing Eruption is nice because you normally want to play it along attacks, and if it costs 1 less, that's a lot easier to do. Now, we're going the right path, so we can go to another elite and a couple more fires. We could do Eruption Follow-Up and a Strike. That does not do enough damage, right? That is 14 plus 12. Yeah, that's nowhere close to enough damage. 14 plus 12 plus 9. (14 plus 12 plus 9). That would mean we would have to draw 1 more strike and be able to play it, which we can't do if we play Rushdown first, because the Rushdown, Eruption, and the Strike would use all of our energy. Okay, so let's not play Eruption this turn. Let's play the rest of the cards. Take our 6 damage, because we couldn't win the first turn. I do like getting the Vigilance down, so that when we play Eruption we'll have more energy to spend right now. Great. We get our Fruit Juice. Wonderful. And we skip those cards. A Whetstone. I mean, it's nice. We don't have many attacks in the deck to upgrade, but let's upgrade them. 2 strikes, you know, expected. Expected to hit the strikes. Slaver. You know what? With those upgraded strikes, do we win this turn? We do. Eruption, strike, follow-up, strike. And we get an explosive potion. What do we upgrade here? Let's upgrade possibly the Rushdown, possibly the Wallop. Both of those are good options. The Wallop deals more damage, which also means it gains more block. The Rushdown costs 0. I think I want the Wallop first, but I want both of those. Gremlin Knob. Gremlin Knob we want to hit really hard. And Should we play a colorless potion in this fight? Sure, let's play a colorless potion. Ho-ho, Trip is an excellent colorless potion for us to find. Let's use Trip on Gremlin Knob. Turn 1. Then we can Wallop, follow up, and strike. So you have Vulnerable, which means my cards do more damage. I think we win. We do. Great. Omamori, negate the next 2 curses. Very nice to get this one early as well. I like getting the White Beast statue and the Omamori early. They just have a much better chance of doing something. And another explosive potion. Skip those cards though. Who wants those cards? And we're smithing Rushdown this time. So, as usual, the question is, can we win this turn? Eruption plus a follow-up does 23 damage. That would kill the right one. Which means even though... Yeah, that would kill the right one, but we would stop there. I think I would rather defend twice, only take 2 damage this turn. So let's do this. Strike, follow up, defend, defend. Take the 2 damage. Actually, we should have used the explosive potion. I guess we should have used the explosive potion and guaranteed 1 the first turn. Oh well, we did not do that. We're going to play Wallop and a Strike. Now they're both within striking distance, as it were. There's our Rushdown, so now we can strike this one to kill it. Strike this one so that we can kill that one next turn. Alright, Fire Potion. Let's drink our fruit juice so that we can fit a Fire Potion in our belt. And then skip that card. At this point, what do we smith? Definitely not the... Did my stream start again? It did. And this time it says we have an excellent connection. Great. That's better than it was. Alright, let's do the follow-up. It gets a +4 damage, which is better than a normal attack upgrade. Normally, normal attack upgrades get +3 damage. Alright, the Hexaghost battle yet again. Hexaghost, all of our stuff is just flat-out damage, which is kind of interesting to have, but not great to have. So we definitely have to do Vigilance this turn. Do we want to Vigilance defend, or do we want to Eruption Vigilance? I think we want to just Vigilance defend. And we're taking some hits. Great, so we can play a bunch of cards here because we can use Eruption, which draws 2 cards. Follow up. We can play Wallop, which will gain 24 block, as well as dealing that much damage, and a couple of strikes. That was a good turn. We're still in Wrath, which is okay. We can go Vigilance here. Hexaghost is doing 6 times 2 right now, so we could do Strike before we go into Vigilance. Get the extra damage with the Strike in. So Wallop blocks for everything that we need, and then we can continue with the follow-up and the Strike. Overall, this Hexaghost fight is going very well. Again, we can use Eruption pretty safely here. And then the Wallop. So we should probably use Vigilance, unless we believe that we can win next turn. So next turn, at worst, we will draw 2 strikes, which looks to me like enough to win. So Let's not play Vigilance. Win. Hexaghost down, we get an Ancient Potion. I think that I will keep the current potions we have over that for right now. And we cannot add cards to our deck. So don't click on that rare card pile. Pandora's Box. The one problem with Pandora's Box is you can't fix the problem. Pandora's Box, usually what you do with Pandora's Box is you take it, it gives you a random set of cards, which is usually kind of better than what you have and kind of worse because it transforms the strikes and defends. But then, after you do that, you have to figure out what to do to make that pile of cards an actual deck. Usually that involves adding and removing cards, which is a problem because we don't really get to add cards very effectively. I guess what we do instead is we take Cursed Key. Cursed Key gives you curses whenever you open a non-boss chest, but you do get extra energy every turn. We do have Omamori to block 2 curses. I think that's better than Philosopher's Stone. Philosopher's Stone gives you energy, but it also makes enemies more dangerous. So I'm going to take the Cursed Key and rely on Omamori to save me from the curses. So Act 2. The problem here is that I want to go to both shops and elites, and it looks like I have to choose between those. If I were to choose between those, I think I might choose elites right now. And we will take a whole bunch of events. A whole bunch of events. So Rushdown is free, Wallop gains us block. And then I think I'd rather play the Defend than playing the Strike. This is a good time to do Explosive Potion, probably. I'll wait until it's more effective than right now. But this is probably a battle that I use an Explosive Potion. Now then. Eruption. Eruption draws cards. We could do Eruption Follow-Up. This is a good turn to play Explosive Potion, because then we're dealing with 18, which is something that an upgraded Strike could do. So if we Eruption here, we could Strike here to defeat that one, follow up here, Strike here to defeat this one. Great. So we get our gold back, we get some more gold, we get a weak potion, and we skip those cards. Who wants those cards? Oh, remove all strikes, receive 5 bites. Lose max HP. Unfortunately, one of those, or 2 of those strikes are upgraded. The bites would not be upgraded. And we would have 5 of them. I don't love it. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. I think I'm gonna skip. Yeah, sorry vampires. Not this time. Now I will do the Cursed Tome. The Cursed Tome, one of the options gives us a curse, and Omamori is basically the only way to not have that curse in your deck. And that would work. Yeah, all of the options are good here. So one of the options doubles a 2-cost attack when you play it. That would be Wallop doubled, which is really nice. One of the options gives you a free power every battle, which is good, especially because we can't normally add cards to our deck. And the final option gives you 3 cards to add to your deck every turn of the battle. which basically makes up for not being able to add cards to our deck normally. So every one of these options is really good for us. Let's take it. And we obtain the book. Ho-ho, we got the one that would normally give us a curse. That makes it so that the two cost attack cards get doubled. Very nice. Omamori blocked the curse, which is wonderful, because the curse is bad. And the option there is great. Alright, so let's fight. Let's fight these people. We've got an explosive potion, which is good in this battle. And I do not want to lose all my gold. What do we do right now? Eruption Strike. We could basically kill Pointy immediately if we do an explosive potion, the eruption, and the strike. And then do we play Vigilance, or do we stay in Wrath? If we stay in Wrath and we do not draw Wallop, how bad is that? I mean, if we're not in Wrath, how bad is that? We have so much damage in our deck right now that I want to stay in Wrath. So let's do it. Explosive Potion, and then we Eruption, Strike Pointy here. We do not play Vigilance, we do not play the Defense. We have a Fire Potion if things go wrong. The follow-up does 22. Yeah, follow-up does 22. The 2 strikes kill Romeo, and we win. We win, taking no damage. We spent a potion, but we took no damage, and we get the red mask. At the first turn of combat, apply weak to all enemies. And Gambler's Brew, pretty nice potion to replace the one that we spent. And of course we skip those cards. Okay, so we could get a relic. 50% chance that we use an Omamori charge. This is kind of like opening a non-boss chest. You know, if we went to that non-boss chest and we opened it, it would 100% of the time give us a curse because of Cursed Key. So this is basically a 50% chance, a twice as good non-boss chest for us right now. Let's try it. Let's see if we spend our Omamori charge. We did not. Excellent. And a kunai is not bad either. Every time you play 3 attacks in a single turn, gain 1 dexterity. That worked out for us wonderfully. And let's smith. Should we smith a defend? I think we should. I think we should smith 1 defend. Now the next question is, do we go to the shop or do we go to the elite? If we go to the elite, we basically get the same options if we go to the shop or the elite afterward, because we're going to this fire, no matter which one of these we choose. So do we want 2 elites, or do we want a shop and 1 elite? Kind of want the shop. We need to buy cards. So let's go to the shop. Hopefully this has cards we want. It does have Halt. Halt is not bad. And it does have Foresight, which is not bad either. The Windmill Strike, I don't really care about. Even though we have Necronomicon, the Windmill Strike is just kind of too slow, usually. I do want the Halt. Let's definitely take the Halt. The Shuriken would have been nice, but it's not required. Do I take the Windmill Strike anyway, even though I just said that it's not great? I don't think so. I think we take the Foresight, though. And probably card remove. We could remove one of the defends or one of the strikes. I want to remove another strike. Okay, we spent our money. I could actually spend even more money, but I don't want to. Let's stop there. Alright, so we got an extra non-boss chest right before our non-boss chest, which means we could take this. If we take it, then we would spend our own memory charge, and I probably don't open the next chest. I think we do take this. Oh, we got Smiling Mask. Huh. Smiling Mask is pretty good when you've got Curse Key. We don't have a shop coming up, so I'm going to skip this chest. We're just going to skip this one entirely because I don't want the curse that would come out of it. Alright, Gremlin Leader, you were the one that killed us last time. Let's see if we can not die from you this time. Let's start with a Rushdown and an Eruption. What would we play Eruption against? Do we play it against the Gremlin Leader? Sure. Ooh, we got Wallop. Wallop is excellent. Basically, Wallop means that we have almost all of the block we need this turn. So Follow-Up can kill this one. Wallop can deal damage to the Gremlin Leader. Oh, right. And because of Necronomicon, it hit twice, so we've got tons of block. And then, of course, we hit the Fat Gremlin. Alright, Gremlin Leader is going down quickly this time. We got a Foresight. I do like the Foresight. And I don't think we want to get out of our stance. Let's stay in our stance. Let's get rid of the Defend. Better chance that we draw cards that help us more. So what I see right now is Eruption on the Gremlin Leader, plus a strike here. And then we either... Actually, if we play the Gambler's Brew, I think we have a pretty good chance of just winning right now. If we don't play it, we could block a fair amount. And Janik, welcome to the stream, and thanks for the compliments. So if we play Halt, we get 14 block, and then 23, 29 block. That's a lot of block. I think I'm going to spend the Weak Potion, and then just block for all of this. Save the Gambler's Brew for a later time. Nobody's attacking us this turn. Let's stay in our stance and just deal lots of damage. I think we can win very quickly, especially with a double Wallop. Great. Vajra, quite nice. Start each combat with 1 strength. That makes all of our attacks deal more damage, which is especially good when you've got a Wrath stance, and even more especially good when you have Necronomicon. Get a Strength Potion, and we can't look at that card. Have to skip all the cards. The birds. The birds starting off weak means that they do no damage the first turn. That's somewhat meaningless, though, because we can't do much to them either. Let's just get into our Vigilance stance and hit one of them. Eruption Wallop seems really nice. Let's play a Rushdown first. Now, Wallop, how much damage is Wallop going to deal? It does 13 normally. It would do 26. 26, and it would do that twice. And it would give us a lot of block, 26 block. Let's play the eruption first. I think I want to hit this one, because we can kill this one this turn with Wallop. So that one's down. Let's hit the one that's buffing itself next. And we can play all of our cards, but we don't really need to. There's a halt. Do we need a halt? We do not need a halt. Let's get rid of it. I don't mind that 30 attack at me. We drew the halt anyway. Alright, whatever. I only want attacks. Give me only attacks. Great. We got another weak potion. Do I think a weak potion is more important than what we have in our potion belt right now? I really like the strength potion because we are fighting the champ at the end of this act, and the champ is going to be difficult with our deck. The strength potion helps. I think the weakest potion we have is probably the fire potion, so that's the one that I would replace with a weak potion, if we wanted a weak potion. I think I do. Let's add a potion that gives us some survivability. And we have to skip the cards. Let's smith again. We can smith Foresight or Halt. Halt is a really nice thing to smith, because if you're in Wrath, it gets you benefit on both sides. And that 14 additional block is much better than the 9 additional block. And as you've seen, we stay in Wrath kind of a lot. Okay, the 3 slavers. This is an excellent time to have the fire potion that I just got rid of. Oh well. The Wallop does a lot of damage. How much damage does the Wallop do? It does 52 damage. So let's play Rushdown Eruption. I think I'm going to attack this slaver. And then we're going to Wallop the back slaver. Great, now we've got plenty of block this turn. We can even play Halt for more. And let's strike this one. Okay, good turn, although we are in Wrath, which could be bad if we can't kill things. Which, fortunately, we can kill things. We can kill this one, and we can really hurt this one. And then we can block for all of it, thanks to Kunai, which has gained us 2 dexterity this battle. And follow-up wins. Yeah, just stay in Wrath the whole time, no problem. Nunchaku, every time we play 10 attacks, gain an energy, not bad. Not bad in our deck. Colorless Potion. Colorless Potion is pretty random. Let's skip it. Alright, just another battle. Another battle that I did not want, particularly. Defend, defends for all of it this turn. Let's hit this cultist. I do like going into Vigilance this turn. Going into Calm, I mean, because then Eruption next turn will be even better. We should definitely play the Wallop. And, of course, the Follow-Up. So Follow-Up does 12, Wallop essentially does 26. That's enough to kill our friend the Cultist here. Alright, let's kill the Cultist. And then Vigilance. The Foresight would have been nice too in this battle, but I figured that the Eruption being better because of the energy was more valuable then. And we just win. Great. It seems like a pretty decent Watcher deck. I do really like the Duplication Potion. Do I want to get rid of Gambler's Brew or Weak Potion for it? Probably the Weak Potion. Let's take that Duplication Potion and skip the cards. Now, Rest or Smith? We have smithed a lot of cards. We've got a pretty upgraded deck, as it were. I think let's rest. We had a fair amount of health, but the champ is a difficult fight. And we didn't have many upgrades that were that beneficial, so we skipped that one. I am going to immediately play the Strength Potion, because we probably want the Strength in this battle. First turn is easy, just play all the cards. So when you've got Wallop in your deck and Necronomicon, you don't mind being in Wrath the entire time. So let's go into Wrath. We got a follow-up. We can play Wallop twice. We are gaining Dexterity, by the way, which is important for the future part of this battle. Alright. When they are attacking for 54, I don't like being in Wrath all that much. So let's do follow-up, and then we could either play Eruption or Foresight. We're definitely going to play these two. I think I'd rather play Foresight. So let's do Vigilance. I mean, I could play Eruption and draw 2 cards, but that would be really bad unless we drew Halt or Wallop, so I'm not going to. Let's play the Defend and the Foresight. Alright, we really don't care for that Defend this turn. Really don't care about a Strike. Should I take the upgraded Strike? Nah, let's get through the deck faster. Upgraded Strikes are still not great. So, Wallop, of course. We are hitting the champ for less than max health, which means, or less than half his health, which means he's going to buff himself next turn. That means that next turn we get to attack, but the turn after that we have to be very scared. So, this turn... Oh man, if I could... Oh, I can guarantee that we get the Wallop next turn because of Foresight. Which means next turn we can be in Wrath and be fine because of Halt and Wallop. Which means this turn we stay in Wrath. Actually, I don't know what the Eruption is going to draw. Let's see what Eruption draws. Okay, great. It did not draw the 2 things I wanted for next turn. That's good. Yeah, alright, let's end turn. Because even though he's going to attack for a lot, 56 times 2, we can handle that. 56 times 2 is no problem, I say. We play Wallop, which hits twice. Gets us 44 block. We play a Strike before we play our block, because it gives us 1 more Dexterity. And then we can play Halt and Defend, and we can mostly block this attack. Alright. Discard those. We don't need to block. We only need to attack. And we took out the champ. You could see that the champ was dangerous, but we did just fine. Fortunately, we have to skip that rare yellow card pack. Now then, Coffee Dripper means we can no longer rest. Don't really like that. Sacred Bark is really nice when you have White Beast statue. Sacred Bark doubles the effectiveness of potions. and since we get a potion every battle, that's pretty nice. And then Astrolabe, we could transform 3 cards and then upgrade them, which honestly, you know, defend, strike, and defend would be good to transform. But I think I'd rather have Sacred Bark. Sacred Bark is very powerful, even more so when you're guaranteed to have potions every single battle. And I like to rest sometimes, so let's keep our coffee dripper away. Alright, Act 3. We have a 13-card deck. It's small primarily because we didn't get to add cards to it very often. But being small is very nice. With the Wallop and the Necronomicon, having a small deck is very nice. If I want to go to Act 4, which I kind of do, I would have to go the left path. We would get a shop near the end if we went to the left path. If we did anything else, we would get a shop here. Also, if we go on the left path to go to Act 4, we would be guaranteed to get a curse because we would have to open that chest. But we could remove it at the shop. So let's go for it. Let's go for Act 4. I don't know that we'll win in Act 4, but I feel relatively confident that we'll get there. I mean, this turn doesn't speak confidence, but oh well. We got a Wallop. I definitely want to get rid of that strike. The question is, do we get rid of Vigilance? I think the answer is no. And we drew Eruption. Interesting. So the Wallop does 26. That could be 52 if we are in Wrath first. If we play Vigilance and then Eruption, then we don't lose any of the energy. Let's do it. Vigilance and then Eruption. So we want to kill this one this turn because it's doing the most damage. We'll kill it with the... Oh no, we want the Wallop to hit this one. Never mind. Let's Eruption the center one, I guess. So we need Wallop to hit this one because it gains more block. Because this one we would deal less unblocked damage, so Wallop wouldn't get all 50 of the block that we want. And then we can of course play Halt, and you can kind of see that we gain lots of block. If our cards come in the right order, we can gain a lot of block. So we don't really care about a strike, but it's not terrible. Let's take it. Follow up pretty evenly kills this one, and then we win. Great. We got a regen potion. A regen potion. 10 regen. Oh my. Rather than... I guess the Swift potion is better than the Gambler's Brew. Let's take the regen potion, and let's spend it in a battle nearby, if we can. Alright, Mind Bloom. We really do not need the I Am Awake, because we don't have many cards to upgrade. The I Am Rich is nice, but the Normality is terrible. And I don't think that we would have a chance to get rid of the Normality. So let's do I Am War. Fight a boss from Act 1. Let's get a rare relic. So let's be careful not to immediately switch the slime boss over. I want to play follow-up, definitely. The strike does not bring slime boss to half health, so we're safe playing strike. Then we can play Vigilance and Foresight. Slime Crush. We do not need the Halt. So let's discard the Halt. We'll take the other two. Rushdown, Eruption, and Wallop basically solves the fight. Follow-up can deal the final blow. Alright, very clean battle. We got Prayer Wheel, which is extremely unhelpful. We can't take card rewards, so having additional card rewards really doesn't do anything for me. Did not use that regen potion. Whoops. I mean, the fight did not last very long, but still, maybe we should have used it. Let's use it here. So regen gives us 10 regen. We gain 10 health every turn. We can play everything this turn. And basically, the question is, how long do we want to be in this battle? Because the longer we're in the battle, it's possible the more we will gain in health. Let's not take the strike. I think I am going to take the halt. Great, we got Eruption and Wallop. So now the real question is, how quickly do we want to win this fight? I think I will play Eruption and Wallop, but I will not play Follow-Up because that would win, and we don't want to win just yet. We want to heal a little bit more before we win. So we don't really get to heal more unless we play Vigilance. Actually, we can play Halt. Halt, and then Vigilance. And we can play a strike here so that we are closer to winning. And then we're at max health, so now we can just win. Let's just win. And we get a Fire Potion. Fire Potions deal 40 damage now. We skip both of those card packs. Great. Eruption, Wallop, and Rushdown is an excellent start to any battle. Let's Eruption this one. Let's Wallop this one. Just defeated immediately. And then Strike, and kind of no reason to strike that one because we kill it with Wallop. With Follow-Up. Actually, that's not guaranteed because he's going to block. Okay, let's strike him so that we can definitely kill him next turn. Now, kill you. Let's play Vigilance so we don't get damaged here. And it would have been nice to draw our Eruption, but we did not. We win anyway. And we get an Explosive Potion. I'm still don't want to trade that out. The Fire Potion I think is nicer than the Explosive Potion right now. Even though Explosive Potion would have worked well here. We don't really need it because we already block for enough. Sure. I would have liked to get into Calm that turn, but everything else worked out well that I just didn't ever get around to it. Can we defeat this Darkling is the question. If we play Eruption, we don't have Rushdown out, so we don't get to draw any cards. We can easily defeat this Darkling, but it's this one that will hurt us. I guess we can defeat it if we play a fire potion. I am definitely going to defeat this one. Let's do that with a strike. And then let's use the fire potion here so that we don't take any damage. We're going to get a replacement potion. Now, the rushdown doesn't do anything anymore. The halt might be good, though. We drew a wallop, so it did not matter. Okay. We got a flex potion. Flex potion is pretty nice. Gain 10 strength for 1 turn. How do we handle this fight? Because on one hand, we could go directly after the boss. We might be able to kill the boss fast enough that going directly after the boss is worthwhile. I could play the flex potion this turn, for example, and we would do a lot of damage. Normally, Wallop does 52. Wallop would do an extra 20 damage. No. Wallop would do an extra 40 damage if we played the flex potion. But then these daggers would be really dangerous next turn if we don't win this turn. Or if we don't win next turn. I think I've got to go for it. I think defeating the Reptomancer really fast is the way. Right? How much damage would we do this turn? Eruption would do 20 damage. Wallop would do 23 times 4. So that is 92 damage. 92 plus the 20 is 112. And the strike would do 40. So that would be 100. Yeah, that is a lot of damage. Let's just defeat the Reptomancer directly. Oh, I forgot to spend the flex potion. We just lost 10 damage because I did that poorly. All right. If we're not winning by 10 damage, then I messed this battle up by a lot. Oh no. All right. Well, we have to spend another potion. The question is which potion? If we spend the Swift potion, we pretty much guarantee that we win. If we spend the Duplication potion, we also guarantee that we win. At least I know that it wasn't a mess up because of playing the Flex potion. This battle just cost 2 potions instead of 1. It may have been the best way to do this battle anyway. Which potion do I want to spend? I think the Duplication potion. Alright, we got a bag of marbles. That's rather nice. Applying 1 vulnerable to all enemies the first turn. And we got a block potion, which is also nice. Of course, we get no cards, though. Now, we're at full. We have to obtain the ruby key sometime. So now is a good time. Let's take it. Alright, we got Nemesis that has 4 extra attack. Ick. This is a turn... This is a battle that I want to use the Swift potion. So I think what we're going to do is play Eruption first. and then play Swift Potion. That will almost guarantee, although it did not guarantee, by the way, it was almost a guarantee that we drew Wallop or Vigilance, but it turned out that we drew neither of those. Anyway, we'll play the follow-up. We'll play the halt, since, well, maybe we should play one more attack. We're going to take a lot of damage this turn. We could reduce that damage by playing Defends. If we play a strike before we play Defends, then the strike will essentially give us 3 more block this turn. Whereas if we play the Defend, we get 5 more block. Let's play the strike. Actually, I did the math wrong too, because halt is 0 cost and we still have 3 energy. So the strike essentially gives 4 block and the defend gives 5. So we're definitely playing the strike. Deal 30 more damage in order to take 1 more than we would have otherwise. Now then, here's our Wallop at the worst time for Wallop. Oh well. Really don't like next turn. I think what I'm going to do is play Vigilance Eruption so that we draw some cards so we can get a better turn next turn. We are also going to play Foresight. Huh. Do we play the Eruption, though? Our deck somewhat relies on us playing that Eruption. It's just how our deck works. And then playing the Wallop is strictly better than the Strike because we get to attack twice, which gives us another Dexterity. Now then, we're getting attacked for a lot. So that's what we see as the next 3 cards. Other than that, there's strikes. The strikes are what I wanted to discard. We did not get the option to discard the strikes, so we're just going to take those. Play the follow-up, of course. We're going to play strike, strike. The halt blocks for 24. The defend blocks for a fair amount. But we are taking 66 damage. I guess we'll use our block potion already. Using up the potions. Now this turn, this is actually a great hand. Let's take that hand. Vigilance, defend, defend. We still get damaged, but at least we didn't get damaged as much as we might have. Don't need the halt this turn. That strike is gumming up the works, because we really need to play this Eruption and end this battle. Okay, we spent... Oh, we got Singing Bowl. Excellent. So Singing Bowl means that when we skip cards, we instead get to raise our max health, which is great when you're forced to skip cards all the time. You can just always get max health. So we skip these cards and we get max health instead. So unfortunately, we do have to get a curse here in order to get the blue key. We got an injury curse. Injury curse is not the worst curse. Would have loved to have that Courier, but we've got to take that blue key if we're going to Act 4. I would like to go to Act 4, even though it's not required for my challenge. Shall we smith? Shall we smith? I think not. Well, no. I think not. I think we should rest. And I'm mainly resting here so that I can smith after the shop. Ho-ho, don the red mask. The Tomb of Lord Red Mask, and because we have the red mask, we get money. Excellent. That's good. We're going to a shop shortly. And we reach an upgrade shrine. I'm glad I didn't upgrade at that fire, because now we get to upgrade the foresight, which is what I would have upgraded at that fire. The Spire growth. Spire growth is a dangerous one. I want to play the foresight, and I want to play the vigilance and the wallop. I don't have the energy for all those things. Maybe we just don't play the vigilance? Let's not play the vigilance. So, how do we avoid getting hit hard this turn? Well, I could get rid of that one unupgraded defend. So Wrath, one of the things about Wrath is you receive double attack damage. We do not receive double the damage from the curse on us. So the halt would give us 28 block. If we're in Wrath, we would need 46. 46 is the number that I think we would need. Ick. And I definitely want to be in Wrath due to the deck that we have. Maybe I play the attack potion this battle. I think we take these cards. And if we don't play Eruption, what happens? We get 15 block, we get 30 block. Or sorry, 20 block, I mean. 20 block, we take 8 damage. 8 damage, and we do almost no damage. If we play Eruption, then we get how much block? We get 20 plus 15, we get 35, and we would take 11 damage, but we would deal a lot. I think that's worth it. So we play Eruption, and we take a little bit more damage, 3 more damage than we would if we had not played Eruption. And then this turn, we don't want that rush down because we're already in Wrath. We don't want the injury, of course. We don't really want the defend. But we will take the follow-up. Oh, that was a bad set of things to see. Alright, let's get this attack potion, see what it gives us. Does the Brilliance win? Does the Brilliance win? How much does the follow-up do? Follow-up normally does 11, and we have 1 strength. So the follow-up does 24. The Brilliance would do... how much? The Brilliance would do 1326, so that's 50. That's not enough. The Brilliance is not enough to win this turn, which means we probably want to play Talk to the Hand so that we gain some block this turn. Alright. Oh, we would have gotten 2 Brilliance. Oh, that was a mistake. I should have taken the 2 Brilliance. Oh, we win anyway. Alright, the 2 Talk to the Hand was almost exactly enough. Alright, we got an Ancient Potion, which gives 2 artifact charges. That's nice. And let's go into the shop and see if we can fix our deck up. The Frozen Eye is not terrible, but honestly, with a Foresight, we kind of already have a Frozen Eye to some extent with the size of our deck. The Empty Fist isn't terrible. It's a way to get out of stances. The Blasphemy might be actively bad for us. The Ceramic Fish is way too late to matter, because we're not adding cards to our deck anymore, really. We're definitely removing Injury, so that's the easy part. Mind Blast is quite bad, because we have almost no cards in our draw pile. The Transmutation is also pretty bad. I'm considering Evaluate. I don't think we need 2 Foresights in the deck, but an Evaluate would be a better Defend, with the upside of getting the Insight card. And then do we want an Empty Fist? Empty Fist would cause us to leave Wrath, which I kind of don't like. And we kind of might need. Kind of don't like it, but we kind of might need it. I think we do take the Evaluate. I think the relics are not great. Who's our final boss? The Time Eater? Yeah, the relics are not great. If the relics are not great, do we just take 2 potions? I think we do. Flex Potion and Liquid Memories. Do we buy Empty Fist? Having a hard time figuring out whether Empty Fist improves our deck or not. I really don't know. For that matter, is Conclude a good card to add? If it's not upgraded, it's not that important. I think I'm not going to take any more cards. I think having the smaller deck so that we play Wallop more often is almost more important. So there we are. Did not like that shop. I'm now feeling not wonderful about the Time Eater fight. Let's Smith Evaluate, because Evaluate gets a fair amount better smithed. Okay, let's see if we can do it. This challenge is very close to complete here, but I don't know how well we're able to pull off a Time Eater fight. So we definitely play Rushdown here. And we definitely play Eruption. The question is, do we play Eruption before Vigilance or after Vigilance? I guess we play it before. So Eruption, it drew Halt, which is quite good. We might be able to stay in Wrath. I want to play Foresight, definitely. So we're playing Foresight. The question is, do we play Halt, Evaluate, Strike, or do we play Vigilance and Halt? I guess no matter what, we're playing Halt first, so let's start there. That's 18 block. We are currently taking 36 damage. We could take 0 damage with Vigilance. Let's take 0 damage with Vigilance. We didn't do a lot of damage, unfortunately. We did get Wallop. Don't really care about those defends. What else is in our draw pile? There's a better defend in the draw pile. let's get rid of the strike as well. So we are playing Wallop, which gets played twice. We're playing a follow-up. And we're playing Defend. We only get to play 3 cards next turn. That's important to note. We only get to play 3 cards. We are being attacked for 24. One of the cards could be Eruption. One of the cards could be Eruption, but then what happens after that? I think we definitely don't care for the Defend, Strike, or Defend. The question is, do we get rid of Eruption or not? I think we don't, because we could do Eruption, Halt, Vigilance as our 3 cards, and that would be pretty good. So let's keep the Eruption. Let's play Eruption. See what we draw. We drew 2 strikes. That means we don't change our plan. We play Halt, and then we play Vigilance. Now, I don't really want follow-up or strike or defend. We want to play the Wallop every time. Oh, we got Eruption. Great. So Eruption, then the double Wallop, and then a strike, and we don't really care about the insight that much. I mean, the insight is not terrible. We don't care enough about it to play it without getting the use out of the block, though. And we do have a Halt and a Vigilance in our draw pile, so I think we're good. Are we getting... yeah, we're getting attacked for a lot. We don't care about the strikes. We do care about the Halt. Do we care about Eruption? Not really. We drew Eruption anyway. Well, playing the follow-up does nothing unless we also play Eruption. I guess we play Eruption. Eruption, follow-up, Halt, Vigilance. And then I guess we do play the Defend because it's worthwhile. It's just that we only get three plays next turn if we play this Defend. I think it's worthwhile. So 3 plays this turn. One of those could be Evaluate. Yeah, one of them will be Evaluate, one of them will be Wallop. So let's get rid of the rest. I probably should have gotten rid of one less card there, actually. Okay, well, we're playing Wallop. And then we play Evaluate. Are we being attacked? We're being attacked for 36. If we discard the Defend and the Strike, then we draw 5 of the remaining 6 cards in the deck. We've got 2 cards in the deck. Let's do that. Discard those 2. We can play Eruption immediately because we want it in our discard pile. So Eruption immediately. Do we want follow-up in the discard pile? No. Let's play the Insight now. Okay, that's not what I wanted to see, particularly. Okay, well, we play Halt. Actually, we play strike and follow-up first, because that will give us a little bit more dexterity, as well as extra energy this turn if we want to spend it. So we're getting attacked for... how much is that? 72? So... 37 block. And then what? See, one of the things we could play here is Liquid Memories. I don't think I want to, though. Let's defend. So we're going to take some damage here. Now this turn, since we cannot defeat the slug this turn, all we want to do this turn is play 4 cards so that we do the time warp, so that we have as many cards as possible to play the following turn. And we would like 3 of those cards to be attempts. So I guess we play Vigilance, Eruption, Wallop. Vigilance, Eruption, and Wallop. So that plays twice, and we gain a dexterity. We are in Wrath, which is possibly a bad idea. What's in our deck? We want to get to Vigilance this turn. So if we want to get to Vigilance, we probably discard... We discard the Eruption and the Defend. And we keep the other Defend. Yeah, because we've got Insight in our hand. So we could play Follow-Up. If we played Follow-Up, it would do 24 damage. Let's do Follow-Up. We play Halt now. We play Vigilance now. If we play this Defend, we block fully. And we've only played 4 cards. Great. Now, these 2 cards I probably don't care about. Yeah, discard those. Let's draw through our draw pile. Ho-ho, we drew Wallop. What I want to do is Eruption Wallop. We could even use Liquid Memories to get the Wallop and play it again. So, Eruption, we drew Evaluate. We'll play Wallop. That's 52 block. It's not enough block. If we drew Vigilance this turn, we would be perfectly fine. Let's see if we can. Oh, we drew Halt, though. Halt is fine. So how much are we taking? 28 times 3. And if we do the Time Warp, then that will be 30 times 3. And we do want to do the Time Warp because we want to play 3 more cards. So let's play Strike, Strike, Evaluate. Ooh, 32 times 3. I did that wrong because I didn't consider that I was in Wrath as well. Let's get rid of the Defend and keep the rest. So we only have to do 102 more damage. I think we are very much able to do that. In fact, we might be able to do that this turn. Let's play the Insight, see if we can win this turn. We can. Alright. Great. That means that we have won. I've won the challenge. The challenge was defeating Slay the Spire through Act 3. without ever taking a card reward from battles. We skipped all the card rewards. We skipped all of the card rewards from battles with the Watcher on Ascension 5. Now, it's not required for my challenges to go to Act 4, but I do like to go to Act 4 when I can, when I feel like the deck is good enough to get there. We were good enough to get here. Are we good enough to survive in Act 4? Let's find out. We still can't take any card rewards. Not that there's many left to take. So, shall we smith? What is left in our deck that we could smith? Strike, defend, defend. Might be better just to rest. We only get 10 health, but that might be better than smithing one of those guards. I think it is. Let's rest. 10 health might be the difference. I don't think an upgraded strike is going to be the difference. Alright, I see Cloak Clasp, which is not terrible. I see Simmering Fury and another Halt. Those are pretty nice. The Just Lucky is not bad. Just Lucky is not bad. It goes pretty well with Kunai, actually. I don't really care about Madness. Madness actually messes up the Necronomicon, because if we Madnessed our 2-cost attack, the Necronomicon would no longer double it. I think we are getting Halt. I think the Liquid Bronze would be really good against the Heart. I don't remember if at Ascension 5 whether the Heart adds Vulnerable to you or not. The Ancient Potion would be really good for that reason, but otherwise it wouldn't. I think I'm going to ditch the Ancient Potion and take the Liquid Bronze to deal damage to the Heart. And then I am going to take a Halt. Halt seems really good. Do I take a Just Lucky? Unupgraded. I don't think so. The Simmering Fury is more desirable for me. The Master Reality only affects the cards we get from Evaluate. So it kind of doesn't do enough. The card removal is definitely good. Let's do the card removal next. I think I want to remove either a defend or a strike. They are both bad. Which one do we remove? I think I remove defend. And then we have enough to either get Simmering Fury or one of these. The Hand Drill is quite bad because not many things have block to get through. The Cloak Clasp is not enough, doesn't do enough for me to care. The Letter Opener also kind of doesn't do enough for me to care. So I guess we take the Simmering Fury. And then we consider the Distilled Chaos rather than Liquid Memories. Distilled Chaos or Liquid Memories. I mean, we could get rid of the Flex Potion. It's just that the Flex Potion does a lot. It's just, it does a lot only one time. I think I will ditch the Liquid Memories for Distilled Chaos. And then let's go with that. No Just Lucky. And we are into the Shield and Spear battle. We started with Rushdown, which is quite nice. Let's do Eruption on the Shield. We did not get our big block card, but we do have Halt. We also have Foresight. I think we play Halt, we play Foresight, and we play Vigilance. So, are we taking damage? We're taking 2 damage that turn. Now this turn is the problem turn. What are we doing here? I want the Simmering Fury, but is it good? The follow-up is the only thing I see that can turn us around. And the Defend and Evaluates are fine. If we discarded all 4 of these, would we guaranteed get Wallop? No, we would not. Not guaranteed. I think I want to keep exactly these cards for this turn. I don't think they're great, but I think they're okay. So, Strike, Follow Up, and then we can Evaluate, Defend, and Simmering Fury. We're going to take some damage. I guess I could avoid the damage by playing Distilled Chaos. It's enough damage that I am going to do it. Alright, that was a crazy set of things that just happened. Great. So, what's in this deck? There's 2 burns in the deck. We've got a Vigilance that we're going to draw. The Halt is pretty bad if we don't have Wrath, and there's no Wrath here. So let's get rid of the Halt. Let's get rid of the Strike. Let's keep the other 2. So then, we did draw Wallop, which is quite nice. We can use Halt. I want to kill the Spear, or the Shield, I mean. But can we? What if we play another Insight? I'm trying to think of what we do here. If we play Strike Strike, we can get through one of these barriers, one of the blocks. I think let's do that here. So Strike Strike, then we're allowed to play Wallop, which does a lot of damage and gives us a lot of block. Then we could play Insight. Oh, we could get another Simmering Fury for next turn. I like that. Vigilance, Simmering Fury. Take no damage, go into Wrath again next turn. So we don't need our Eruption, really. We don't need Strike or Evaluate. Let's get rid of all of those. See what we draw. We did draw the Wallop. Can we defeat the Shield? I think we can, because we can play Eruption, Strike, Wallop. I think that defeats it. Ooh, maybe it doesn't. Because the Wallop only does 48 damage. Yeah, the Wallop only does 48 damage, which is not enough. So Eruption and Strike do 36. This one does 48, which means the shield would be at 1 health. 1 health. Alright. In that case, we're going to ignore the shield this turn, and instead Wallop on the Spear. Now, we can use a strike, and then we get halt and halt. So now we've got plenty of block, I think. Put an evaluate just in case. Alright, no damage this turn, but we are getting burns in our deck, which I do not appreciate. An unupgraded strike, I don't care about. Let's discard those, get the insight. We can defeat the Spire Spear this turn. And would I rather stay in Wrath? I do want to stay in Wrath. So let's wait on Vigilance. We're getting 80 damage. We drew our Wallop. Don't really want Simmering Fury right now. We want a couple of attacks, honestly. Let's play the Insight. Alright, we did get a halt, so we can do Eruption, Strike, Wallop, but then we couldn't play Evaluate. If we got another... Oh, actually we could because of Nunchaku. Excellent. Nunchaku saves the day. Because we can set the Spire Spear to 1. That's twice now in this battle that we could set that one to 1. Alright. So we're winning this battle, which means we're making it to the heart. The question is, can we win against the heart? We haven't won this battle yet. Shouldn't call that until it happens. We can play Vigilance, we can play Defend. Right, alright. So let's win next turn. All we have to do is 1 damage. Alright, now we're going up against the heart. We have Happy Flower, we have Smoke Bomb, which is completely pointless, but we'll take it. And we can't look at those card rewards. So, can we defeat the Corrupt Heart without ever taking card rewards? First thing we're going to do is play Liquid Bronze. Next, I probably do not want to be in Wrath on turn 2, but I wouldn't mind being in Wrath on turn 1. Maybe what we do is we play Halt. Halt. Eruption. Vigilance. Oh, no. Strike. Vigilance. There we go. Took no damage. It wasn't a great first turn, but we didn't really have the cards for it to be a good first turn. We drew our Wallop, which is excellent. Let's start with that. We did get vulnerable, by the way. I wasn't sure if the Corrupt Heart added vulnerable on Ascension 5, but apparently it does. Wallop only does 9 damage. That's not great. We're taking 45. We could change that by a fair amount by playing Flex Potion. I think we will. I wanted to use Flex Potion for the damage, but at this point we're actually using it for the block more than the damage. And we will play Follow-Up. I don't want to play another card because we would take more damage and we would pick up the Nunchaku, but I kind of do want to play the other cards because they do more damage this turn. Let's do more damage. Alright, so we're taking a fair amount of damage, but the heart is also taking a lot due to the thorns that we have. Ooh, what a terrible hand. Oh no. Do we just die? We actually just die right here. Because of this terrible draw order that we got in the heart fight. I guess last turn, if I hadn't played those 2 strikes, we would not have died right here. But the best we can do here is play this sad halt, and then the heart kills us with 1 extra damage than necessary. Alright, well, we did not defeat the heart, which was not a requirement, but we did not defeat the heart. Now that we've done that with the Watcher, I think I'm going to go back through with the Silent, see if we can defeat that with the Silent too. So the Watcher, Ascension 5 complete. Let's try the Silent again. And we'll stay on Ascension 5 for now. I want to beat my personal best with the Silent. Choosing a card to obtain is a way to get a card reward immediately. Getting that 250 gold is really nice, though. What's our map look like? We do have some fires early. If we got the 250 gold, we could... Or when I said fires, I meant shops. If we got the 250 gold, we could go to a shop really early. Which is better than choosing a card to obtain, because the shop has more options in it. Let's do that. It's a cost of 7 max health, which is painful, but I think it's worth it. And we're going to this shop, because then we can go to an event. The other option is this one. Which one of those do I like more? I would really like to hit some fires, so we can upgrade cards. And it looks like we could hit these 2 fires, or we could hit these 2 fires. These 2 require us to go to an elite early, but we get more events. This one requires us to go to an elite late, but we get less events. Less events by 1, I think. Or no, it's the same number. Okay, we're going on the left. Do the elite later in the fight. In the act, I mean. Cultist. Do I have a deck that can defeat you without taking damage? I don't know. Probably not. Probably not. I should probably play 2 strikes this turn. But I'm not going to. I like to try. I like to try to take no damage. So, we would have to play... What do we have in the deck? A strike. So probably the smart thing to do would be playing Strike Survivor. But if I play Survivor Defend, I've got 1 strike, and I have a pretty good chance of getting another one. I'm going to play the slightly risky move in order to try to not take damage. Alright, well, I think we made it. Played that fight a little bit risky, so we did not take any damage. We cannot take card rewards, unfortunately. I liked some of those cards. Alright. We could buy a Corpse Explosion. It's an interesting card to find in the first shop. We can afford it. We could take Caltrops, which I also like. I like Caltrops. It's a fun card. Corpse Explosion is really strong against certain fights. And then we do need something else. We could get a Dagger Throw. Sadistic Nature is actually really nice with the Silent. It's just that we need the cards to support it. So how do I want to do this? We could do Sadistic Nature Corpse Explosion, which would be a setup for a deck that we might never see because we don't get to take cards. We don't get to take card rewards from battles. Let's try. It's a weird thing to do. We're starting out this one very strangely. And here, of course, we take the max health. Let's neutralize you. Strike, strike, survivor. So this battle we are taking 1 damage, and hopefully that is it. So here we, of course, place Sadistic Nature. If we play Corpse Explosion, that does 16 damage this turn. Let's not do that. Let's try not to take any more damage. Try not to take any more damage. And now Corpse Explosion wins the fight on its own. Well, I mean, with the Sadistic Nature, that is. So if that didn't make sense, we dealt extra damage. We dealt 5 damage twice with Corpse Explosion because Corpse Explosion adds 2 debuffs to the enemy, not just 1. Defend, defend, defend. The Jaw Worm we do not like. What do we do here? Let's try to take as little damage as possible. So we took 3 so far this battle. Hopefully that's it. Although I don't like how this enemy is bellowing a whole lot. Alright, we've taken 4 damage. Let's go to this fire, and we can smith either Sadistic Nature or Corpse Explosion. Corpse Explosion, that extra poison is good, but it's only good in long fights. The Sadistic Nature, the extra 2 damage is good all the time. And right now, I think we need the benefit in the short fights. We could go to 2 elites. I did not notice that when I was taking this path. I think I do like going to an extra elite instead of that question mark. Okay, Corpse Explosion is really good here. It's really good, but if we play Corpse Explosion, we don't win this turn, which means we're taking damage. Don't think we can get around taking damage in this fight. So if we hit the fat gremlin with a Corpse Explosion, then we need to deal 8 damage to that fat gremlin, which we will do. Let's block, and we take 10 damage this fight. Oh, the shield. The shield hit the fat gremlin. That's annoying. I guess we have to spend 2 strikes on the fat gremlin. So that, oh no, we're weakened as well because of the fat gremlin. Alright. We have to spend all of our energy defeating the fat gremlin this turn, which means we have to do something about the gremlin wizard next turn. Alright, Sadistic Nature Corpse Explosion wins. We took 10 damage that battle, which was not very nice. Hello, fun stuff. Welcome to the stream. So, Sadistic Nature Corpse Explosion easily wins this battle. We just aim it at one of these 15s, and we click end turn. Blessing of the Forge. Blessing of the Forge is nice. Good to have before we go into an elite fight. And Preserved Insect, also very nice before going to an elite fight. Elites have less health. We'll take it. Gremlin Knob, of course. Of course it's Gremlin Knob. That is the worst one for us. By a pretty large margin, especially since we didn't draw our cards in the right order. I think what we do is we play Blessing of the Forge right now, which means the strikes do more damage, and this Neutralize applies weak next turn as well. Now we have to play Sadistic Nature. We've got to play this Corpse Explosion, even though that adds some strength to our enemy. Do we play the Survivor? If we play the Survivor, we would take less damage this turn. But we don't win next turn. Still, let's take that less damage this turn. Can we win this turn right now? Strike, strike, strike wins. Alright, great. That was pretty smooth for having a poor first turn there. The Boot. The Boot is a pretty weak relic overall. There's not many times that you deal less than 4 damage. Only when the enemy is blocking, really. But, you know, it's better than nothing. We'll take the Boot. And Liquid Memories. A pretty good potion. The Slaver. We did not draw block cards. We drew a whole bunch of strikes. That's unfortunate. Take a little bit of damage. But we got the Sadistic Nature. It's good to get that before we get Corpse Explosion. Although it would have been nice to already have Corpse Explosion, because the poison would have had an effect already. So how much damage does Corpse Explosion do this turn? It does essentially 20 damage this turn. Fun Stuff asks, do I have the robot? Yes, I have defeated this game in its entirety before. This profile is not complete. This profile doesn't have all the ascension levels unlocked for each character, but it does have each character unlocked. And all of the cards for each character unlocked. Alright, Slaver down. We get a Blessing of the Forge. Good, because we're going into another elite battle. We'll probably use that. What are we going to smith? We could smith Neutralize or Corpse Explosion. Both of them are reasonable smithing options. Corpse Explosion is good against the Slime Boss, who is our Act Boss here. However, the poison is not great against the Slime Boss. So upgrading the Corpse Explosion does not help Slime Boss. Whereas upgrading Neutralize probably does, because of the extra 1 week. An extra 1 week is a lot more than, 2 week is a lot more than 1 week. It's a lot more than double as good. In this battle, in the 3 Century battle, this battle is essentially solved by Corpse Explosion. The fact that they have artifact charges, that's a problem, but it's actually not as much of a problem. Which means, do I do defend, defend, strike? If I do defend, defend, strike, we're going to have a lot of damage next turn. If I did strike, 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 we could win the battle next turn and only take 10 damage. It's possible. I think I'm going to do defend, defend, strike, because I think this battle doesn't last very long. And therefore, defending is better than it usually is in this battle. So we could start with Corpse Explosion and then neutralize. That means we wouldn't get the poison, but we would get the weak and the explosion power, which is the important part. That would do the least damage to us. Unless there's a way for us to win this turn. Is there a way for us to win this turn? Liquid Memories might win this turn. We could play Corpse Explosion twice, or play Strike twice. Let's think about this. If we play Corpse Explosion on this one, it does no damage, but it does get the explosion. Neutralize does 4 damage. We would need to do 21 more damage with a strike and liquid memories. That doesn't seem likely. Okay, let's do Corpse Explosion, add the explosion, neutralize, and survivor. So we're taking 9 damage. And then I believe we are going to win very soon. Well, unfortunately, we only win if I use 2 potions, which I'm not willing to do. So we're going to take 5 more damage. And then we win. Great. So, we got the ceramic fish. You know, I don't like the ceramic fish that much, but it's better early. It's terrible when you skip all of your card rewards, though, because you don't add cards to your deck, which means the ceramic fish doesn't give you gold. Still, we'll take it. It's better than not taking it. Don't really like the boot or the ceramic fish so far. We've been unlucky with our relics. So a world of goop. We could get 75 gold and lose 11 health. Ick. I really do need the gold, but I also kind of really do need the health right now. Let's take the gold. We're going to have to rest at this fire, which is, you know, unfortunate. And then we're going to have to rely heavily on our Corpse Explosion to do well in this battle. It's not going to do well right now. I mean, we'll still use it right now, but it's not. This is not the time for it. Do I want to upgrade this hand? I don't know which hand I want to upgrade. We're probably going to use the Blessing of the Forge sometime, but I don't know if we want to upgrade strikes, defends, or for that matter, the Corpse Explosion. I'll wait on it. This is another hand that we could upgrade. 3 strikes, a survivor, and a defend. It's not a bad hand to upgrade. Let's upgrade this one. Upgrading 3 strikes is good right now. Upgrading the survivor for later is probably a good plan. So here we are at the problem turn. The turn that does us lots of damage. Let's play Sadistic Nature. I think this is where we play the Speed Potion. Speed Potion so we can defend and defend. This strike does 9 damage. 9 and 4 is 13, so that puts you at 78. Let's do that. Now this turn is not guaranteed to be the turn that the slime boss splits, but we could make it be the turn. I think I'd rather do that a different turn. So let's get rid of the slimed. We're gonna get more, but let's get rid of the ones we have. As long as we do less than 5 damage, we're fine. The boot prevents that from happening. The boot is actually hurting us here, so we will play nothing. Alright, this is a better turn to split the slime boss. We play Corpse Explosion, which does a bunch of damage, and we play a strike. Alright, so we've got 44 split here. And I usually like to aim at the spike slime. I don't know if there's a better slime to aim at, but I usually aim at the spike slime. We could split the spike slime right now. I think that's worthwhile. Actually, do we want to do that? Because maybe we could split it with Corpse Explosion and it would be a much better split. Let's do that. So let's intentionally not split the spike slime. Oh, whoops. I misread its health. Never mind. We'll play the neutralize now. We are going to split it. Okay, 2 9s. The corpse explosion would, it would defeat the spike slime, or we could not defeat it. Let's use the corpse explosion and defeat a whole bunch of spike slimes. And then Survivor is probably a good plan. At this point, we're just surviving this battle. And I think we will do just fine, especially with Corpse Explosion and Neutralize in our hand. There we go. Alright, we won Act 1. It was a little bit harder than expected. We can't take those cards. We skipped those. The Calling Bell, we could get 3 relics, but we also get a curse. The Runic Dome, we no longer see enemy intents, which could be good or bad. The Philosopher's Stone makes all enemies more dangerous. Kinda don't like any of these options, but I'm leaning most towards the Cursed Bell. Let's get the Cursed Bell. So we're getting a curse, but we also get 3 relics. There's the curse. Prayer Wheel. Ugh. So by the way, the relics that you get are always going to be different rarities. You get specific rarity relics out of this. And the prayer wheel is a rare relic. So it's supposed to be the good one. But the rare relic here is terrible for this challenge. The prayer wheel doesn't do anything for us. That's unfortunate. The Bag of Marbles is fine. The Courier is quite good. Quite good because restocking cards is very helpful when the merchant is one of the only sources of cards that we have. Okay. Act 2 doesn't look great. We could go for 2 elites on the left and a bunch of fires and an early shop. I think I like that. Let's go to the left. The only problem with the left is we have no choices. The entire act is chosen at the beginning, so we can't dodge out of an elite fight if we don't feel like we can take it. We just have to go. So, let's go. See how well we do. Alright, the birds. An excellent time to have Sadistic Nature and Corpse Explosion in your deck. So let's play Sadistic Nature. We can actually, right now, knock that one out of the sky. I think that's worthwhile. The only problem with hitting that one is that if we were to corpse explosion that one, it doesn't just kill these. And also we kind of ended up with a bad hand here. We're going to take some damage. An uncomfortable amount of damage, in fact. Not much I can do about that. Let's just make it so we win next turn. Alright, Corpse Explosion wins this battle. Oh man, the Forgotten Altar. We gain 5 max HP, but we lose 17 HP. Painful. Painful, I say, but we'll take it. Alright. Please have something good. Alright, I see some good things here. I like Adrenaline a lot. I don't think we need another Corpse Explosion, even though it's on sale. 1 Corpse Explosion is usually enough. The Eternal Feather is not terrible, but it's not great when you can't get a large deck, like a normal-sized deck. The Matryoshka, I usually don't like. The Orange Pellets is pretty nice, as long as we have power attacks and skills, which we do. It's pretty nice. I do like the card removal service, of course. We can't remove our curse, but we can remove other things. I think let's start with the Adrenaline. I want the Adrenaline. Alright, Catalyst. Catalyst is interesting. It's definitely interesting. That could do some good things. Especially because when it doubles the enemy's poison, it triggers the sadistic nature again. Let's take it. Ho-ho, Bouncing Flask goes with our Catalyst and our sadistic nature. Alright, we'll take Bouncing Flask. There's another Bouncing Flask. I don't think we need these orange pellets as much as we need lots of Bouncing Flasks. Alright, at this point, we probably remove a card. And the card we remove is almost definitely Strike. Our deck has become a deck that no longer cares about Strike. Okay, we just kind of built a poison deck. Kind of. Let's use it. It's really more of a sadistic nature deck than it is a poison deck, but it is also a poison deck. Now, Survivor plus Defend blocks for everything, and then we could use Bouncing Flask. Yeah, let's do that. Bouncing Flask is a lot worse when we don't have Sadistic Nature out yet. But we already have 17 poison on you. Okay, there's the Sadistic Nature. And we play Corpse Explosion, because that does a fair amount of damage. And I think we win next turn. We just kind of got lucky that the Chosen didn't attack us on turns that it would have been bad for us to, it would have been bad for us for the Chosen to attack us. So we kind of got a little bit lucky in that battle. Ooh, a big chest. Let's open the big chest. Mummified Hand, an excellent relic. Whenever I play a power, a random card costs 0. Wonderful. Now I kind of want more powers than the 1 power, so we can take more benefits out of the Mummified Hand. The 3 Slavers, a pretty good time to have Corpse Explosion in your deck. We don't have it in our hand, though. What do we do here? I want to play Bouncing Flask, but I don't know if it's that beneficial right now. We could just play Survivor, defend, defend, and strike. That might be the best plan. It's not very special, but it does limit how much damage we're taking. So let's do it. We still take damage, of course. An uncomfortable amount of damage. Now then, this is quite bad because we did not draw our bouncing flask. We have a problem surviving this turn. How do we survive this turn? I think we have to survive using liquid memories. We could use Bouncing Flask, see where the poison lands. But where would it land that would be good for us? I don't know. On the other hand, if we play... Let's see here. Can we kill this one with our current hand? This would do 11 plus 12. We cannot kill that one with our current hand. So in that case, what do we do? We have 16 health. We are taking 29 damage. If we play the neutralize here, which we will, now we're taking less damage, but still too much. Nine plus that, yeah. I think we have to play Liquid Memories, and the best thing to Liquid Memories is the Survivor. And then we just play the rest of our cards. And playing the rest of our cards, you are now the lowest health, so let's hit you. And this should cause us to survive. Just not with much health, and I don't like that. But of course we get Corpse Explosion this turn, which means we at least win this fight. If not by a lot. Ooh, the meal ticket. Whenever we enter a shop, we gain health. I like it. We just don't have a shop coming up. And we need the health now. Let's rest. Alright. This next elite might kill us. In fact, the snake plant might kill us for that matter. The snake plant has killed me in the past. So we can use Bouncing Flask to do a fair amount of damage. Bouncing Flask does how much damage? It applies 9 poison, but it also does 21 damage. I can't win this turn, I don't think. Bouncing Flask plus Catalyst does 18 damage worth of poison and 28 damage worth of sadistic nature. So 18 plus 28 is 46. We would do another 7 plus 5. That's not enough to win. But it is enough to get a lot farther in this battle. I think we just played the defend instead of the catalyst, because I think we do need the damage from Bouncing Flask here. Oh man. This is gonna hurt. And then we play neutralize, and then we play 1 defend. Okay. We're at 10 health. At least we win this battle, but I'm pretty worried about the elite battle we're about to go into. White beast statue. Doesn't help immediately. Doesn't help beat the elite. Alright. I think this is where we die. I think this will be where we die. This is not a good first turn. If I play Bouncing Flask, I can take no more damage this fight. That's not acceptable. Alright. We have to play defend. We still die. Alright. Well, we made it to floor 27, which is, I think, 2 floors more than we made it earlier with the Silent. But we still died with the Silent. We won with the Watcher. I feel like we got relatively unlucky with the Silent, though, in a couple of ways. So I think part of that was unfortunate luck with the Silent. Anyway, that's it for today. That's as much as I'm going to stream for today on this, but I will have more Slay the Spire challenges in the future. And for anyone that has come, thank you for coming, and hopefully I'll see you next time.